Life will test you. There will be days when nothing makes sense, when your heart feels heavy and your energy feels gone. On those days, happiness won't come naturally. You'll have to push yourself toward it. And that doesn't mean pretending everything is okay. It means refusing to let pain decide who you become. Being happy during hard times is not weakness. It is strength. It is waking up even when you don't feel like it. It is choosing hope when your mind wants to quit. Life doesn't get easier, but you get stronger when you stop waiting for perfect conditions and start building inner power. Push yourself to smile, not because life is kind, but because you are brave. Push yourself to move forward, even if the steps are small. Progress, no matter how slow, is proof that you haven't given up. Hard moments are temporary, but the mindset you build during them lasts forever. Every struggle is shaping you into someone more disciplined, more focused, and more resilient. When you choose happiness in pain, you are training your mind to rise above circumstances. Remember this: happiness is not the absence of problems, it's the ability to stand tall while facing them. So push yourself, not to escape life, but to own it. One day, you'll look back and realize the hardest moments built the strongest version of you. Happiness is often misunderstood as something that simply happens to us. A sudden emotion that appears when life is good and disappears when life becomes difficult. But in reality, happiness is not dependent on comfort, success, or perfect circumstances. It is a conscious choice, especially during hard times. When life is heavy, your feelings may be tired, frustrated, or broken, and waiting to feel happy can keep you stuck in pain for a long time. Choosing happiness does not mean ignoring your struggles or pretending everything is fine. It means deciding that your problems will not control your mindset or your future. It is the ability to say, "Life is hard right now, but I will not let this moment defeat me." This choice requires courage because it goes against your emotions, your fears, and your doubts. Every day, your mind presents you with options: to focus on what is wrong or to focus on what can still be done. When you choose happiness, you are choosing to shift your attention from helplessness to strength, from negativity to growth. This choice trains your mind to become resilient and emotionally disciplined. Over time, consistently choosing happiness builds mental toughness. It teaches you that emotions are temporary, but mindset is permanent. The more you choose happiness during difficult moments, the stronger your inner control becomes, allowing you to face life with clarity, confidence, and stability. Even when everything around you feels uncertain, strength is not created during easy days, comfortable routines, or moments of success. True strength is built in struggle, during the times when life feels unfair, exhausting, and overwhelming. Every challenge you face is silently training you, even when it feels like you are barely surviving. Struggle forces you to discover abilities within yourself that comfort never requires. When life becomes difficult, it pushes you beyond what you think you can handle. In those moments, you learn patience, endurance, and self-control. You begin to understand your limits, and more importantly, you learn how to push past them. Each time you endure pain without giving up, you add another layer to your mental and emotional strength. Struggle also sharpens awareness. It teaches you to prioritize what truly matters and let go of what doesn't. You become more focused, more disciplined, and more intentional with your energy. The difficulties you face today are preparing you to handle bigger responsibilities and greater opportunities in the future. Over time, these hard moments transform your mindset. You stop seeing struggle as punishment and start recognizing it as preparation. The pressure you experience is not meant to crush you, but to shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient than you were before. Progress is often imagined as something big, fast, and dramatic, but real progress rarely looks that way. Most of the time, growth happens quietly through small, consistent steps taken during difficult moments. When life feels overwhelming, expecting massive change can create pressure and disappointment. Small steps matter because they keep you moving when everything in you wants to stop. On hard days, simply getting out of bed, showing up, or completing one task is an act of strength. These small actions build momentum, even if it doesn't feel like it right away. Each step forward, no matter how small, proves that you are still trying, still choosing effort over surrender. That choice alone carries power. Small steps also reduce fear. Large goals can feel intimidating and impossible, especially when your energy is low. Breaking them into manageable actions makes progress achievable and less overwhelming. With each completed step, your confidence grows, and your mind begins to trust itself again. Over time, these small steps compound. What once felt insignificant becomes the foundation for lasting change. Consistency in small actions rewires your mindset, teaching you that progress is not about speed, but about persistence and direction. Discipline is often associated with routines, habits, and self-control, but its deepest power lies in emotional stability. When emotions are left unchecked, they can easily dictate actions, decisions, and reactions, especially during hard times. Discipline creates structure when feelings are chaotic. It teaches you to act based on intention rather than impulse. In difficult moments, motivation fades quickly. Emotions shift, doubts grow louder, and comfort becomes tempting. Discipline steps in when motivation disappears. It allows you to continue showing up, doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. This consistency strengthens emotional control by reducing the influence of temporary feelings. Through discipline, you learn to pause before reacting. Instead of letting anger, fear, or frustration control your behavior, you begin responding with awareness and restraint. This ability to regulate emotions protects your energy and prevents unnecessary damage to your mindset, relationships, and goals. Over time, disciplined actions train the mind to remain calm under pressure. You become less reactive and more grounded, capable of handling stress without losing focus or direction. Emotional control becomes a skill built through repeated disciplined choices rather than fleeting motivation. Pain has a way of making everything feel personal and permanent. When you are going through hard times, it's easy to believe that your struggles describe who you are or that your suffering is your identity. But pain is an experience, not a definition. It is something you go through, not something you become. Every person carries pain at some point in life: failure, loss, rejection, or disappointment. These experiences may shape your perspective, but they do not determine your worth, your potential, or your future. When you begin to separate who you are from what you are experiencing, you regain control over your mindset and your direction. Pain can distort thinking, convincing you that you are weak or broken. In reality, enduring pain often reveals strength you didn't know you had. It teaches empathy, awareness, and resilience. The fact that you are still standing, still trying, and still pushing forward proves that pain has not defeated you. By refusing to let pain define you, you stop living in survival mode and start reclaiming your identity. You recognize that hardship is a chapter, not the entire story, and that your character is built by how you respond, not by what you endure. Happiness that depends on external conditions is fragile. When it is tied to success, approval, money, or circumstances, it disappears the moment life becomes unstable. Inner happiness, however, comes from personal strength and self-awareness. It is the ability to remain grounded even when everything around you feels uncertain. Inner power develops when you stop searching for happiness outside yourself and begin building it within. This means understanding your emotions without letting them control you, and recognizing your value without needing constant validation. When happiness comes from within, challenges no longer have the power to completely break your spirit. This inner strength allows you to face difficulties with balance rather than panic. You may feel pain, frustration, or fear, but you are not overwhelmed by them. You learn to observe your emotions, manage your reactions, and choose responses that protect your peace and focus. Over time, cultivating inner happiness builds confidence and emotional independence. You become less affected by negativity, criticism, or setbacks because your sense of stability comes from self-control and mindset rather than external approval or temporary success. Hard times have a way of stripping life down to its essentials. When comfort is removed, distractions fade, and illusions disappear, you are forced to face yourself honestly. In these moments, weaknesses become visible, but so does potential. Difficulty reveals who you truly are and who you are capable of becoming. During challenging periods, you are pushed to adapt, think differently, and grow beyond familiar limits. You develop problem-solving skills, emotional endurance, and mental clarity that comfort never demands. Each obstacle forces you to evolve, making you more resilient, focused, and self-aware. Hard times also reshape values. You learn what matters, who matters, and where your energy should be invested. This clarity strengthens character and decision-making. The lessons learned through struggle stay with you, shaping future choices and reactions. Through repeated challenges, you are refined rather than ruined. The pressure of hardship removes weakness and builds depth, turning experience into wisdom and endurance into strength. So, when life feels heavy and happiness seems far away, remember this: you are not weak for struggling. You are strong for continuing. Push yourself to choose happiness, even in pain, even in uncertainty. Every challenge you face is shaping a stronger, wiser version of you. Keep moving forward with patience and courage, because the strength you are building today will become the confidence you live with tomorrow.